today, and what's the cost of everything you're wearing?
God, it's just a mixed match of everything. I got these from Burlington for like $20. Uniqlo for like $40. This is All Saints, some like $80 something. I got this in Thailand at some market for like $10, I guess.
Wow. Cost, I'm not too sure, but this is a Nigerian brand. So it's probably around $300, $200, $300.
I am actually wearing Fashion Nova with a side of Supreme Dunks. And I would say the top and the bottom was like probably like $70, and then the shoes are probably like $250, a little bit more.
Okay, the top is from Zara, and I think it was $59.99, and that one is from New York, whatever the New York company. It's $45 shorts, and the loafers is $59.99. Oh, the jewelry were made from Ghana. It's a little bit expensive, 24 karat gold. I think one of them is it's about 2,500 and something, and the other one it's 2,480 or something. Yeah.
I'm wearing Zara, Topshop. I don't really know. Probably worth $200 altogether.
I'm wearing American Apparel, Acne, and Rambo. Probably like $300 altogether.
So we got Adidas, Puma Kicks, 40, 60. So we got 140.
My type, I think it's from, I don't know, but it's cost like $14.99. My thing, my mom got it for me from.
This is just something cheap. It's a Walmart pack, three of black t-shirts, so it's probably like 15. The jeans are 40 and shoes 160.
So I'm wearing this bomber jacket, a tank top, and this skirt. I think this is like $20. The tank top was like $5. The skirt is my roommate's, so I don't know how much it is. I feel like it was like $20, $25.
So I got just a basic all white, like probably like 10. Jeans, Pacsun, maybe like 50. And the shoes, they were like 200.
I don't think I'm wearing anything super fancy, but I got this shirt from H&M. I think it's like $20. My scarf is from a local boutique. It's like also $20. My leggings, I think they're old, Forever 21, the $4.99 sale. And then my shoes I just got from Macy's, and they're like $35. So whatever that adds up to, maybe like $200, I think.
Do you value all the items you're wearing?
I do. These shoes are kind of like pieces of art. It's called, I think, Nude, the brand. I got it in Dubai. And everything else, this is also Nigerian. It's a Nigerian brand.
Oh, wow. I love that.
It's called Zashadu. And it's made by a friend of mine, and she's also probably $1,000.
I would be sad if I lost it, but I could replace it.
Shirt, don't value so much, but the pants and sneakers, I would be mad if I lost them.
I like this one a lot. We're talking about like specific items, right?
Yeah.
This one I like a lot. These are fun, but they're hard to match. This is I've beaten up, so not much. This one I've also beaten up.
Do you guys think any of these items you're wearing is overvalued?
Of course, everything. It's cheap fashion.
Probably the shoes. Yeah, they're probably like, they're cute. They're like hype beasts or whatever.
I don't personally, because I see people wearing designer like Fendi, Gucci, and that's $1,000. So this is like not even in that ballpark. No.
Overvalued? Not by me.
Not so much. Like I feel like you pay for the craftsmanship and whatever. Definitely a lot of it's overvalued, but I don't know. I'm comfortable. I didn't buy it retail, bought it secondhand, so I'm happy with what I paid.
Probably all of it, honestly. I think everything's too expensive for clothing, It's just fabric.
I feel like the shoes, most definitely. Like, they shouldn't be that much.
To what extent would you guys go to protect your material possessions, say if someone tried to steal it from you?
I don't know. That's a tough question. My insurance, I guess? I don't know.
They can have it.
Yeah.
They can just take it. You want it, you can just have it. If that's what you want, it's not that serious.
I wouldn't protect it that much because I value my life and my safety more. So.
No, same. I think maybe if it was like my phone or something, I would be like a little bit more protective, but clothes and stuff, like I'll give whatever.
I'm fighting them because it's just your self-respect. If somebody wants your clothes, what you gonna give me your clothes? You gonna give me your shoes? Hell no.
Yeah, same as him. I'm not gonna let somebody rob me like that. I'd be pretty distraught.
Oh, I really value my stuff, so I really don't. I'm always very cautious with it. So
Not very far, but maybe that's because I'm a girl. I don't know. I wouldn't stop someone. I would just give it to them.
Well, it depends what the situation is exactly. If someone's trying to rob me, that'd be easier to I actually go after them. But if it's lost or someone just took it by accident, I kind of just let it go. Sometimes some things are just not worth it, particularly like clothes like this. Yeah.
If someone tried to steal it, you would chase them down?
I mean, yeah, if I saw it or like, yeah, but luckily my things aren't too valuable, so people aren't going to try to take it.
I think I care about my life. So I'm not one that likes trouble, you know? So it's like, just take it. It's not the end of the world.
So you just let them have it?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I would stab someone if they try to steal my shit. Like, I feel like that's.
Even your pants?
Yeah,
Maybe your
definitely.
pants. What about
definitely.
your shirt?
The shirt I would let go, but like the rest of the stuff, like.
For free?
No, but like if someone's just trying to steal your stuff, it's more a matter of principle. Like I would for sure stab someone if they try to steal my things.
No, you wouldn't.
100%. 100%.
On a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the highest, how much do you value fashion?
10.
Probably like a 4 or 5.
6.
Yeah.
A 7 or 8.
Probably a 6.
About an 8.
I'd probably say like 9.
5.
Like 7, 6, 7.
Probably 8.
Like I don't really value like whatever's on the runway. Like that's not. It's kind of irrelevant to what I do in my day-to-day life.
So I just started kind of getting into fashion more. I've kind of like found my own style. So I would say like 7 right now.
How do you define fashion and how do you define style?
I think style is just who you are, you know, what you flow with, what you're comfortable with, and fashion is what's happening at the moment.
I think fashion is more like mainstream, like pop culture, but like style is your own personal choice, you know? You wear what represents you.
I think everybody has their own style, and that kind of defines their, like what they consider fashion. So I feel like you can't really tell somebody that their fashion, like their look is whack. Like that's who they are.
I think fashion is what happens on the runways, and I think style is your own personal take on what happens there.
You know, style is definitely something that's coming out of you, something your innate creativity in dressing yourself, and fashion is kind of being told what is cool and what is not.
It depends on where you come from. Sometimes your fashion becomes your culture, and vice versa. So I'll define it as where I come from, because I'm wearing this. It's my fashion.
Yeah, I would say pretty much the same. Like fashion is very much like the art of what people are wearing, whereas style is more like, you know, the personal choice of how you're putting your clothes together. I don't know. I don't pay much attention to fashion, but I care a lot about my own personal style.
Yeah, your style does represent you. Like something you wear, like you could picture on somebody else, like that's just not them. Like what you wear is like what you think. And for the other one, I would just say like designer.
Style, I feel like, is your overall vibe with what you wear. And I think fashion, to me, is always just sort of like the trends that are going on.
Yeah, I feel like style is like more you. You know, like I feel like that's just your own thing. Fashion is more like a brand name. Like, you know, it's more like marketing.
I'd probably say both are very similar. Like, I think things go in and out of fashion, like the trends, like she said, but your style can be whatever makes you feel good and whatever things you end up finding a lot of comfort in.
Do you guys value fashion brands more than real estate, like land, property, ownership of that?
Real estate over fashion.
No, land and property is very important.
Yeah, because clothing, I feel like, is more personal.
But your land?
I guess it's a good one. I value my land too. I just feel like I think both are equally. They're at the same sort of place where I would give both up if needed. But I think I value my home, obviously.
I think real estate is more long term, so I would say I value that more. Fashion comes and goes.
Real estate, because you go for the long run instead of money now.
No, not really. No, land and property is at the top. Fashion, I mean, it's something else.
Yeah, real estate any day.
Well, I don't own any land, so probably not. And I rent my apartment in New York, so not that much attachment either. But I think when you buy like fashion items or like clothing, they become like a part of your memories and a part of the stories.
Yeah, exactly. Like fashion's transient. What's hot one month might not be hot the next month, but like an apartment in Dumbo is an apartment in Dumbo. So like you're gonna hold that for a while. Whereas fashion, like, yeah, you might buy something that's hot, but a year from now, like, no one's gonna give a shit. So real estate definitely has more of a long-term value than fashion.
Oh no, real estate is definitely a big deal, because that's always a huge investment, and the returns, depending on what you decide to do. If it's to live in and you're losing money, then that's a whole different ballgame. But I think real estate is definitely above fashion.
No, real estate is way more, in my opinion. To me, I would value real estate over fashion.
Do you own real estate yourself?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, I own property, yeah.
Do you own any real estate yourself?
No, I don't.
No.
No, I do not. But my boyfriend has a real estate company, so here we go. We're the family business. We're in there.
Not currently.
No, but I'm almost a realtor.
Fuck no, I just moved here. I'm broke. Like, I don't own shit. I rent an apartment. Like, I don't own anything.
No, not yet.
Say if you did own real estate or property or land and someone tried to steal it from you, or someone came to your house one day, pointed a gun to your head and said you had to get out. To what extent would you go to protect your land, your property?
Not very far. I think a gun is a gun. But I mean, I would definitely follow up and try and get it back, I guess, but I would never fight a gun. That's just me.
I'll pull my gun out too, and then we just that's mine. That's the stick. That's what I've worked so hard for. So yeah, we're just gonna be fighting.
Someone's dying that day. It's me or him. Like,
Oh my God.
I'm keeping that. Like, I don't know. I feel like once you let someone take something from you, it's a slippery slope. So
Yeah, I think depending on the situation, it's never okay for anyone to take anyone else's home or steal it. So I would still be protective whether they were stealing my property or if they were stealing my clothing.
Honestly, I'm defending myself, but I don't know about the gun part. I think I may have to scheme it in the long run because I'm not trying to die right there.
You do what you gotta do.
Like I said, I love my life in the beginning. But I think with that, that's like my life. My whole entire life savings went into that. So I probably would fight a little, probably try and get a photo of the guy or something, but not necessarily go out of my way to fight a person.
Yeah. You wouldn't risk your life?
I wouldn't risk my life.
Yeah, sometimes, you have to do what you have to do. I'm not about to get shot for a piece of land. I'll try to get it back if I can, but that's all I can do.
I mean, I also rent out my apartment, so I don't really know. But I think, again, I value myself and my safety more.
I'll use the law.
Yeah. And what if someone came to your house with a gun pointed to your head?
Oh, really? And I have to protect my family.
If I've gone back, it's a fair fight.
That's really complicated because that situation is less likely to happen than like the government taking away your situation or in a different country. I'm originally from Peru, and it's about to maybe turn into communism. So that's literally the country taking away people's private property. That's much more likely to happen than someone to come in your house and take your home away. So yeah, fighting. I think it's a very philosophical question you're asking, which is great, but it's not. I think it's much more like gentrification could also be happening, but it's not owning. That's renting. So yeah, you have. It's essentially a fight for your rights to own your property and freedom, right? Like I said, in Peru, we're about to be taking that away. So,
do you feel like the people in Peru have a right to fight for their land?
Yeah, absolutely. Fight for their freedom to work and live however they want. Yeah, that's exactly, absolutely.
So right now, a lot of these major fashion brands like Zara, H&M, they're contributing to a lot of the climate change in the world. A lot of clothing is ending up in third world villages and landfills. The chemical for the dyes are messing up the drinking water, and it's causing mass migration all over the world. Do you think any of these issues make you want to shop consciously or how you consume?
It depends on how they look at it, because when you're saying they're shipping all these second-hand things to other undeveloped countries, because of the undeveloped countries, they really need them. And not all of them have the means to buy the high-end quality clothing. So they would have to do it wisely, and everything will be fine.
Yeah, don't shop at those big dumb brands. I kind of buy vintage stuff anyway, right? Or I don't buy at all, right? You have your clothes, you just have your clothes. It's okay. Invest in good pieces.
Yeah, I mean, it's a terrible issue. I try to shop secondhand, but then the trends are never secondhand, so it's really hard. But my heart does go out to the third world countries, because that's terrible that our trash is going to another place and then causing them to have a disruption in their own environment.
100%. Whenever I buy something, I want it to be something that I'm going to own for 10 years. I'm not going to buy something if it's not something I see myself keeping for at least a decade. So from my perspective, I'd rather spend 2 or 3 times as much on a pair of jeans if I know that they're going to last for 10 years than buy a $40 pair of jeans that I'm going to throw out in a couple years. So I feel like it just pushes you towards more conscious consumerism, where you could go to H&M, you could buy the same black jeans for $40, but when that shit rips in a couple months, you're gonna throw it away. Whereas you can go to Acne or something, buy that, it'll last 10 years, you can get it repaired. I think that's a much more responsible way to consume.
Absolutely. I actually work with Nike, and we're really working on the sustainability of reusing products and like that type of stuff. So I'm totally here for the change of switching how you shop for the climate.
Yeah, I think I've started to sort of focus on buying less things and more things that I think I'm going to wear for a long time, and also being conscious of the brands I'm buying from. Like you said, a lot of fast fashion contributes to horrible things that are happening in the world. But I think what's more sustainable is buying less than focusing, I think, on the specific brand. It's more important to just like consume less as a person. But yeah.
No, yeah, I completely agree with consuming less. I think oftentimes, especially with fast fashion, you end up buying so many things you don't need just to follow trends that are going on, and you end up going to like these cheap places just because like they're cheap and there. But I think one thing I've really tried to do is start using like my wardrobe and like seeing what are old pieces that I could reuse and everything. Where you buy is what companies follow. So if you stop buying from somewhere, the companies will listen to it. And I think we've seen that over the past year, even with like my family's from Bangladesh, and paying workers and the treatment of workers is so important to me. So I think it's definitely something we have power over as consumers.
I guess I don't really know the full extent of where my clothes come from and how much waste it produces, so yeah, I guess I could change.
Honestly, I don't even look at the tag anymore of like where it's from to that point, but I guess I can view it as a different like alternative of how I should shop now, I guess.
Yeah, the tag really doesn't matter. It shouldn't matter, but sometimes you do have to go with another alternative.
What are your top 3 personal values?
My children, even though those are not things you should see as value, right? Probably my bag, my home, and my work, my skills, the skills that I've earned over the years, yes.
Honesty, communication, it's integrity, yeah.
Kindness, honesty, and community.
Yeah, I'd say honesty, like ethical practices, and also kindness. So that could apply to anything.
Loyalty, responsibility, and trust.
I would say integrity, honesty, and loyalty.
Oh, family first, job, and then strength.
Food, money, family.
Family, your career, and yourself.
I'll say around the same thing: yourself, your goals, and your family.
Yeah, high valuing everything you do, like your family, your friends, like whatever you put in, you put out.
Family, peace of mind, and what's my third one? Top 3.
Your man with the real estate.
That piece right there, that one over there, that's the one. All 3 are valued.
Thank you so much.
Thank
It was
you.
so wonderful.